Taking a visit to the beach could be something that you just take for granted. The feel of the sand, salt water, well, that feeling is now accessible to even more people within our community, thanks to UBeach. CQUniversity's physiotherapists and occupational therapists, they've led this research project to turn the beach into a much more inclusive space and place. Vicky Carmichael joined the ABC's Matty G's in the water at the latest Community Day at Bargara.
We only moved here last year, and I came to the UBeach Access then, and it had been the first time in over 6 years since I'd been onto the ocean, and it was amazing. And I couldn't wait for it to come back this year so I could do it again.
Tell me about why it's been so long since you've been able to access the beach, Vicky.
I'm a full-time power wheelchair user, so for me to get on the beach in my chair is just not possible. And beach wheelchairs aren't the easiest things to come along, and it's not just actually the wheelchair and the mat, it's the transferring and all the other things around it. And UBeach have done such a brilliant job at bringing all of the services, so everything's available and easy for me to be able to come and use the beach. I'd love to see them doing it more often.
So what does it feel like for you when you actually get down the sand and into the water?
That first time my toes hit the water is incredible. It's absolute freedom. It's so soul-feeding as well to be in the ocean. It's just amazing. I grew up out in Mount Isa, so out in the middle of nowhere. So the ocean's always been a real treat. And as an adult, we used to visit quite regularly, but to not be on the beach for over 6 years, it's amazing to get there now.
And now you have access, or at least today, for now, you have some access to equipment that allows you to get right into the water.
Absolutely. It's absolutely amazing. It's a highlight of the year, this day for me. It really is.
How's that? What joy that UBeach is bringing. Vicky Carmichael, Harvey Bay's Riley Dunn, is a fourth-year physiotherapy student from CQUniversity. She's been assisting participants to access the tools and devices to get onto the beach and into the water.
The patient interaction, just the reaction of them getting in the water as well too, that is something that's really special to see as a physiotherapy student, just how they react. But being a part of those special moments and helping that happen as well too. So we got a young girl into the water before, helping her and her family swim together. It was the first time her and her sister had ever swum together, and the second time that she had ever been in the water in 2 years, well, in 15 years, sorry. So that was something really special to be a part of. But it's really interesting to see such an impact that being out in the beach environment makes on people with wheelchair access as well too. It's really good to see.
Now, can you explain some of the equipment that's being utilised here today? I mean, I look around and I see some different kind of wheelie walkers and some different kinds of wheelchairs and even some different kinds of walking sticks. So help me understand what I'm actually looking at here, please, Riley.
Yeah, so with the walking sticks, they have modified bases, so they're a lot rounder, so when you push your walking stick into the ground, you're not likely to go through the sand. It just gives you a little bit more of a base of support. With the wheelie walkers, they have large, flat and round wheels so that they don't sink into the sand as much too. And with the wheelchairs, you do have motorised wheelchairs and push wheelchairs. There is also another wheelchair called a Mobi chair, and they have flotation devices on the side of them. So they all have the large, flat, round wheels, and the ones with the flotation devices can obviously go into the water and help the patient to stay afloat in the water.
So a variety of different things. And I look around, it's not just people wanting to get into the water, it's just being able to just get down to the sand and having a device or a machine that actually allows them to get onto the beach itself.
Absolutely. Being out on the beach, just on the sand itself, at the moment we have Reformer Pilates with chairs just on the beachfront, and it's such a good thing to see the amount of people that are coming down to participate in beachfront activities as well too. I think not just the in-water activities, but the beachfront activities are just as important.
You mentioned also that you're from Hervey Bay, so you're up from Hervey Bay in Bundaberg today to help with this day. Is this something that you would be keen to be a part of in your home area?
Absolutely, yeah. I would love to see more of this event done locally in my area in Hervey Bay. Obviously, there is a lot that goes into setting up an event like this, but I think the work that Sasha is doing is incredible at trying to make beach access more accessible in regional areas as well too. I would love to see something like this taking off in Hervey Bay.
And it looks like it might too. Hervey Bay penciled in at some point. Mackay, Cairns, Agnes Water. I think it's returning to Bundaberg in September, or Bargara. Sasha Job mentioned in that chat. Sasha is the U-Beach project owner and manager. Great initiative. That was Riley Dunn ending that story from Matty G's. Riley Dunn, a physiotherapy student from